Hello, good morning. It's coming to you from QTV. I am Ibrahim Abalde. Welcome to QTV this morning. Wherever you're watching us from, we are back again, and it's Thursday, the 2nd of November. Well, I mean, the month of November is here, and it's 2nd, you know. Julde, good morning. How are you?
I'm fine, Ibrahim. Good morning to you, and good morning to our viewers.
You look simple.
Thank you.
You look very nice.
Thank you.
Yes, always on point.
I'm flattered.
Exactly. Yes, Mr. Carr, good morning. That's a nice tie there.
Good morning. Thank you very much. It's my pleasure to join you once more on the platform as always.
Yes. Well, on the program, as usual, we'll be looking at the African code, that's the African proverb, and then the newspaper review, and Mr. Carr will be reviewing the newspapers with us. Then we will talk to Michael M. Mendy, Director of Health from Saraka Health Center, and we'll be looking at the Saraka Minor Health Center on the data and award presentation ceremony. Then we'll talk to Adama Kamara, member of the Deaf Arts and Culture, and Miss as well, on the recent concluded Deaf Arts and Culture Miss Pageant. And she will be here with Jibril Kalong. So on the program, as I said, we will be looking at the African code first. Julde, you can take us through the code.
Okay, our African proverb this morning reads, "You cannot remove pregnancy by coughing." You cannot remove pregnancy by coughing. That's our African proverb for this morning.
Well, I don't even know how.
It's not an area I really want to do.
I don't even know how this proverb landed here.
Exactly. I don't know. It's up
you know,
this early morning talking about.
I think it's a list of it's a list of proverbs that were sent for them to be put here, you know. But it's telling you at some point there are complex issues that you have to dig deep into. I mean, it's not, we have to look beyond the proverb from what it says, what it reads, but it's telling you there are other complex issues that you know you have to go deep before you solve certain problems. When something starts from the beginning, I think that's where you have to solve the problem. It's bigger than what is written here. It's telling you how to solve problems. If you're solving problems, you have to go deep into what the problem is.
Okay, let Mr. Carr help us.
I cannot dwell onto this particular thing considering a lot of other factors. It's not a thing that we encourage in our culture and all that. I know there are circumstances in which, but like you said, you have to look into problems deeper than that. I don't know how it got to us. Anyway.
Exactly. So, Julde, any other thing? What do you make of this proverb?
I think I will agree with you. You cannot remove pregnancy by coughing. For the fact that you know, a particular individual is pregnant, or if there is a problem, you cannot just, you know, remove that problem by just brushing it out or just letting it go. The more you let it go, the more the problem is going to accumulate, and at some point it's going to explode. In our local language, so the more you hide stuff, the more you keep it, the more you accumulate problems, the more they are, you know, bigger and bigger, and they are out of control. So it's good that whenever problem starts, you start with it, you find a solution to those problems rather than waiting, accumulating the problems, and when it will come to an extent that you cannot really find a solution to that, and it will really go beyond point.
Well, I think, I mean,
that's how areas is able to deal with that.
It's telling you early intervention, you know, can prevent bigger problems.
Absolutely.
So that is what it is.
Yeah. So let's not have this kind of proverbs, because you crack your head and we don't even know how to go about it.
You know, I'm sitting here and wondering, how did this proverb land here? You know, normally we send a list of proverbs. So I know it's one of those proverbs that we didn't notice. But normally we are very sensitive when it comes to what we share with the general public, because, you know, certain things might not feel good to other people too. Yeah, so viewers, will take a short break. After the break, then we will look at some of the stories making headlines. This is QTV This Morning.
The art of juggling is a true spectacle of agility, coordination, and speed. A symbol of progression, precision, and mastery. "5G speed is like having the juggler in your pocket. With lightning-fast download and upload speeds, you'll easily be able to juggle even the busiest workdays. Whether you're a busy entrepreneur, a creative, or just someone who wants to stay connected, juggle your tasks with ease with QCell 5G speed. The future is here. It's fast, reliable, and efficient. First brought to you by QCell. We innovate, others follow.
Well, we are back, and you know, we're saying hello to our viewers in the Philippines, and you know, one of our viewers too is in Madrid, Spain.
Madrid, okay.
Yes, he also follow a lot. Banky, we are saying hello to you. Yesterday, he was following the program on the issue of that migrant boat that capsized. You know, he called me. He said to me, "Hello, Balde. We are very concerned." He sent me a message. We are very concerned as an embassy here. So what we want is you can just send us the contact of that guy on TV Malta, so that we can see how best to help those that are in critical condition.
Wow.
So we were able to share the contact, and I believe he contacted the guy so that, you know, they can see what to do about it.
That's great.
You know, so we are saying hello to Banky, and thank you very much for following our program. And don't forget to share. Whenever you follow, share, just share our link so that others can also follow.
Yeah.
Yes. So here on the Standard newspaper, the National Assembly member for Fonyi is saying monies from Jammeh's assets should not be used for reparations. You know, Mr. Carr.
Well, I think there is a criteria set up. They have to look into it. I don't have any problem with such monies being used for reparations. Of course, it's just reverting to the people and those who are victims of Jammeh, and the assets or those things that Jammeh acquired illegally belongs to the Gambian public. So, well, they can go and seek and secure funds to supplement or support them, but it should start with us. So I don't have any problems with that. It should be public knowledge. It should be disclosed. We know everything about it, transparency. And I don't think anybody would have any issues with regard to that, because these are public assets.
Well, I mean, I think you made a very significant point there. They are public assets. At some point, the money goes back to the public. I mean, we don't expect it to go into anyone's pocket. Julia, what do you think?
Yeah, I think, like Mr. Carr said, it is timely because the TRRC is not just the Truth, Reconciliation and the Reparation Commission. So the reparation part, it's very important. People cannot have closure if you don't really fulfill what the TRRC really stands for. It's true that the truth is out, and then, you know, reconciliation, people are in the process of reconciling. I know it will take time. These are things that really take time. You know, it's a process. But then the reparation part of it is very important, particularly for the victims. You know, you cannot really pay someone who lost their loved one, but at least you can compensate them in a way that at least that will really kind of heal the wounds that are, you know, already there. But without that, it's going to be really a problem as a country, and we cannot find closure. So I think it's really timely for the TRRC, the reparation, you know, the recommendations to be implemented, reparations to be done, and reconciliation finally to be done, you know, as, you know, other countries. We've seen that other countries, it has taken them years and years before they are finally, you know, find peace and they finally find closure. But Gambia is not an exception. It's just like any other country. I know it takes time, but yeah, why not? If it is, these are public funds, what is stopping anybody from returning it back to the people? So yeah, it's not Jammeh's.
But reparation is not just money as well. People
Yes.
must understand. I'm sure they would spell it out, because a lot of people, yes, it's an important aspect to it, but reparation includes a lot of things, and I'm sure they will spell it out to the people. Like Julde said, it's important that we meet out all these stages, but it's a process. Reconciliation cannot come where there is impunity. People have to be processed through the judicial system, prosecuted, then after we can talk about that. We cannot reconcile with Jammeh, for instance, when he hasn't answered for his crimes. And there are lots of other people that have committed heinous crimes. So they must go through the process of being prosecuted, then after we'll look into the other aspects of it.
Well, I mean, a few years back, there was a shooting at Farafenni, you know, a very serious incident that happened, and I know most people are aware of that. And the AG reveals reparation will cover Farafenni attack victims as well, you know, as part of the reparation. They will also be covered.
I think they will reveal, they will use their criteria. I am sure the judiciary is working, and they will, that will be known, and people will know who is entitled to what, you know, the mechanisms will be there. So we will get to know, because these are very difficult things. You cannot apportion reparation to this. What kind of crime, how do you measure? You know, these are very relative things. Do you get 10,000? Do you get 5,000? Why? What happened? You know, there are lots of things that they must have a set criteria, so they will go and look at other places, what had happened, and how, what criteria they use, and they apply it within our context. Yes.
Yes, I mean, last week, the Director General of the Gambia Tourism Board, Abubakar, was, I mean, he faced the National Assembly Standing Committee, you know, on some of the corruption allegation against the Gambia Tourism Board. You know, some of those things are building of the 5 ecologies across the country, and, you know, many other things that are pointed at the Gambia Tourism Board. And, you know, at some point, you know, there are a lot of confusion when it comes to corruption at GT Board. So these ecologies, the contracts were awarded to a particular company, and according to the Director General of the Gambia Tourism Board, he is not impressed with the pace, the way the work is going. So I think these are things that should be looked into time to time, Mr. Ka. What do you think?
But they are being looked into, according to what you have said, that the National Assembly Committee have taken interest. Absolutely, it's important that all these things, they have to be interrogated, investigated. Where there are public funds, we must know the journey of the funds. If there are contractors failing to perform, they should terminate the contract. If need be, they will be prosecuted if they are having public funds without delivering any services. So it's important that, you know, that we are serious to deal with these things. Some of them are allegations, but prosecution have to take place. Evidence is submitted, and people in the public domain will be able to judge to see what has transpired. So I hope they will take this issue seriously, and then we get to the bottom of all these allegations.
Yes, so Julda, you have any other thing with you?
No.
I think we've already exhausted most of this. So, well, let's talk about the root cleansing exercise. It's still ongoing and very successful. I mean, when I was coming this morning, I drove through Serekunda, and it was very free. You know, most people at the beginning did not welcome it, most of them, because I've listened to most of their revolutions. I mean, they were not in support of it. Some were saying, okay, now if we move from this place, where are we going? They go, you know, like the ordinary Gambian all the time. The government should provide this place for us. But I think people are now seeing what authorities want to happen.
I think it's good. One thing that is lacking in Gambia is our roadsides, pavements. We don't do pavements. We should start looking at having these slabs and pave the side roads, keep it clean and tidy. Otherwise, we build a lot of roads, and the side roads of roads are not paved, and that is where they all come, all these hawkers sit down and start trading. Yeah, I do accept the exercise is very important, because sometimes it's an eyesore to come to the country and travel in certain of our high roads, and you see trucks, you know, parked, selling sand, mechanics all over the place, and it doesn't look very nice. but also in terms of service, they are providing services to the public. So we must be able to have an urban planning where all these things, like I said, are organized. In some places, they provide them a place where they would be. If you need, like we mentioned the other time, if you need a mechanic, you know what area to go. They will be hosted in some place, and then that will address the issue. But as long as they don't, it's just a matter of time before they come back, because it is a matter of survival. These hawkers, that is where they get their daily bread and all these things. You can deal with them for now, but down the road, 1-2 years, you will, I can assure you that you will
that's
see
even
them.
too long, because even Sarakunda, yesterday I was there in the evening, but I've seen that people coming back again.
Yes, I mean,
I was like, this is the problem with this country, like sustainability. You know, what are the authorities doing to ensure that this initiative is really sustainable? But then, like Balde said the other day, you cannot remove a person from where he is earning his or her living, and then you don't allocate another place for the person. You know, what do you expect the person to do? So already you have seen that Serekunda, vendors started occupying again the, you know, place that has already been cleared. But yeah, these things take time, and I know that it's going to be a problem.
Yeah, I am surprised to see this morning there is a police vehicle parked somewhere, and they were monitoring the people that are coming back, you know, to dispatch them, because I think yesterday when I was going home, I passed through Serekunda again. I saw people coming back to this place.
Yeah, because the police cannot be everywhere all the time. So as soon as they move from A, the people will, that's what I'm saying, like it's about planning, urban planning, work with them, try and see if there are spaces still not being used inside the markets, force them to go inside, you know, the markets, because they're saying that there are a lot of unoccupied stalls inside some of these markets. And there are markets, for instance, there is one market around Sukuta that is built and is ready for use, but it's not ever been used. So, and that puzzles me. I'm thinking, I think the government should intervene, or the council should intervene for whatever problems there are to resolve it, and then get the people from turntable to open that market. Let it be operational. It cannot be sitting there, well-built market, and it's not being utilized.
Well,
and that's been there for years.
Yeah,
so I don't know what the issues are, but somebody, the state should step in, take the responsibility, investigate and resolve the issues and use it.
That part I cannot understand. I mean, a very standard market built in Sukuta, you know, wide enough, and at the same time enough canteen. So I mean, I've seen women selling outside the market. You know, sometimes I tend to think it's just been a little lazy to get into the market.
No, it's not that. I think there are issues, but the state
it.
or the council should intervene to get to the bottom of these issues, resolve them, and use that. Otherwise, the facility is just sitting there, you know, not being used. And I don't understand. There has to be some kind of leadership. The government should look into finding out what the issues are, and then take responsibility of it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, I hope and pray, well, we just maintain this clearing exercise so that people don't, I mean, encroach again on the main route.
I mean, it's one thing to really demolish all these sites that are really hindering the free movement of goods and services, but it's another thing for people also to be responsible enough to know that development comes with consequences, and these are some of the things that people have to face in order for the country to move forward. So going forward, it's people to understand that this is not a personal thing, and they should not personalize it. This is development, and development requires a lot of things. So as so Nyomtami, they should really, because it's the traffic already, it's free. Sarakunda now you can move freely. I was moving with Aliu yesterday, and he was telling me that, you know, now you don't even see congestion here. But before, like from Serekunda, before you reach to around Tipagaras, it takes you more than 30 minutes. But now it's different. So, you know, these things, we need that. We need roads, we need traffic to be free in order for people to go about their businesses, you know, normally, so that development can really be fast. But in this country, you see that some things that can be done in a day takes people 1 week to be done. So traffic also contributes a lot, because people do not have the free movement to go about their businesses freely, to do an errand, run it within 30 minutes to come back. You know, something that should have taken you like 10 minutes or 30 minutes will take you an hour or so before you actually reach to your destination. So people also should really understand and know that, yeah, they should not politicize this, but also they should not also personalize it.
True. Finally,
Well
Mr. Khan, the issue of movement of people, maybe people going to work transportation, it's becoming a very big issue now. I mean, I think the number of people that look for transport in the morning is in the increase now. The whole time, maybe the whole morning, from 7 to 9, you will see people line up in the streets looking for vehicle. The reason is, I think most of these places, like the places that people go to work, are not centralized. I mean, I think most of these things should have been moved to West Coast region and other areas, maybe the schools, some of the ministries, some of the offices, so that people will go in different directions. I think that should have been.
It's called rural-urban migration. You have a lot more population. The people that are settled in the urban and peri-urban areas have increased naturally, and therefore services, the demand. It's not that there are no vehicles. There are lots of vehicles plying the roads. But which direction are you talking about? Whether it's Serakunda, Banjul, people head towards where the job. That's just modern cities. And you cannot escape that. Anywhere you go in the modern cities, that is the situation. It's a nightmare, it's a challenge, but it requires a lot of planning, urban planning, central to all these things. They have to figure out public services, public transport, for instance, and other modes, but they have to come up with new roads also have to be created to be parallel to the road that you are talking about, Brikama Road, so that can take some traffic off that road. Most of it is just the congestion of traffic. It's not the lack of vehicles also. So when one vehicle stops, 100 people rush toward it. But if we are decongested and there are lots of public transportation, as you may have, like if you go to Dakar, you have the Dakar Dem Dikka kind of, those are things that they have to look into in terms of their planning, and I'm sure the authorities would have noticed and take note of that. So there is a role for the private sector, there is a role for the public sector. If they all converge, then I'm sure it will ease these transportation issues.
Yeah, so thank you very much, Mr. Carr, for reviewing some of the stories with us, and that's all we have. Well, I believe we'll see you on Monday again, inshallah.
Hope Ade will feel better.
Yes. All right, so we'll take a short break. After the break, we'll be back.
QCell moy suñu boss. QCell moy suñu boss. QCell moy suñu boss. Go, ebe dawa full network suda tili QCell. Ni lafta diamla wati jamala mune diata QCell. Most reliable network dumala keta wati QCell. Wo quality man yon soda jam ona manke QCell. Hanibe wuloni farole kono walante be bako na jala fayola network o se taria QCell suñu boss. Nyo finjeka indi 3G ñu delu taxi 4G plus, and now we bring you 5G. 5G. First and only 5G provider. Suñu boss. Tell follow adi doron nesa keno Gambia bela nyon tawa fele QCell ko fasunta buka busi QCell itella moldi milka kukutol nati Gambia QCell meta lori la kiliano yele imanyina amanda wala itella ka quality dila dadi ma itelle silo wala wodol mume be keno ma QCell suñu boss QCell suñu boss QCell suñu boss QCell suñu boss connect solo be bambandi QCell suñu boss QCell most innovative QCell suñu boss.
The future is now. With QCell's 5G network, experience speeds like never before with our new 5G Rocket Fixed Internet plan. Get speeds from 10 Mbps to 100 Mbps. Your 5G-enabled devices. Walk into QCell headquarters to get one of our 5G routers and experience the true feeling of 5G. Only with QCell. QCell brings you the future. Tech, innovation, incredible speed. The future is now. For more information, call our customer care on 111. QCell, Suñu Bus. We innovate, others follow. Terms and conditions apply.
QCell brings you the future with our ultimate bundles. Enjoy the best voice and data bundle plans in one package. Get unlimited data packages with flexible validity and enjoy what true internet feels like. Get 30 minutes of on-net and off-net calls with 5 gigabytes of data for just $350. or get bigger bundle packages from 10 gigabytes to 20 gigabytes with over 100 on-net and off-net voice calls and enjoy the fastest internet speed in the Gambia. You can also buy 1-day, 3-day, or even 7-day packages and enjoy unlimited data bundles with uncapped speeds. Just dial *343# today and experience the limitless capabilities of the QCell network. *343# should be your favorite code to dial now. For more information, call our customer care on 111. QCell. We innovate, others follow.
Step into the Espas Motors showroom for your luxurious name brand vehicle. Located along the Bertil Harding Highway.
We are back. This is QTV This Morning. If you're just tuning in, we've already dealt with the African Code and the newspaper review. And thanks to our newspaper review guest. Now let's talk to Serekunda Minor Health Center on the data and award presentation ceremony. We have David here and Fatu Jaju from Serekunda. David, I don't know how to pronounce your surname.
Day.
David Day. David Day.
Yeah.
All right. So I mean, it's good for you to help us through. Yeah. So welcome to the program.
Thank you.
Yes. Please take us through this event.
Okay. Thank you so much for inviting us here this morning. It's an annual event that have never been done in Serekunda as it was on Saturday. We just want to thank all the staff, especially Ministry for Health, for giving us the platform to be able to organize such an event because we have been working very hard throughout the year. So we deem it necessary and fit to motivate our staff who have gone the extra mile to be able to make sure that service delivery was done with quality. As the saying goes, in health, we have this like vaccine come in very small dose, but they are very powerful. Saraka Health Center is one of those vaccine within the health sector. We are very small, but we are doing a lot. So we wanted to share it with the public so that they will know what we are doing at the facility.
So speaking of which, this particular ceremony is not just there to encourage and then award some of the staffs that were there, but also to present data as to what have been done in the year. So when it comes to maternal mortality cases in that place, what is the data? What does it say this time?
Okay.
Fatu.
Okay, thank you very much.
Our Fatu.
Yeah. Thank you very much for that wonderful question. We all know when it comes to maternal and child health, it's very important. Saraka Health Center, just like my boss said, we are small but mighty, and it's a historic facility. Saraka Health Center has been in existence for a long time. Even me, I was born in Saraka Health Center, and we can see the difference. Saraka Health Center before and now, there's a huge difference. Now coming to your question, still now we record 0 maternal death. And then for the past year, that is 2002, we have about 1,590 deliveries for that year. And out of that, we have about 1,484, which are skilled deliveries. And then we have about 106, which are BBAs, that is birth before arrival. That is for 2022. And 2023, from January to September, we have recorded about 1,681 deliveries, out of which 1,571 were conducted by trained personnel, and then 110 were birth before arrivals. Now, looking at this figure is very significant, but we also have to advocate and encourage mothers to be coming to the facility for deliveries, because 110 and 106 is not a small figure.
It is not.
So, to reduce that maternal mortality and morbidity, we have to encourage them to be coming to the facilities to deliver, so as to reduce the complications that are attached to home deliveries. Thank you.
And to add to it, we have one of a very well-equipped design labor ward, which ensures that your partner can be allowed into the labor ward. You have about 3 within the country. Bundo Maternal Health was the first, and Saraka being very small, we were the first in the public sector to have it before Fajikona follow. So you have 1-to-1. So she was talking about birth before arrival. We having such a figure delivering at home. That we don't want. We want them to come, and with their partner to be able to come. When you come, you alone and your partner in one room, plus the nurse attending to you, and the partner is there to assist. So you can see it's well equipped and it's well designed in such a way you can have a privacy to you and your wife. So people should stop staying at home to deliver. Rather, they should come to the facility.
So what's the magic? Because this particular health center, it's a minor one. It's not that big, like compared to the big hospitals. But having more than 1,600 deliveries in a year and no maternal deaths, that really, it's a very, you know, it's something surprising in the health sector. How are you able to do that?
I think if we are to come, it's all due to the commitment and dedication of the staff that we have. We have, as the director was saying, it's like 10 midwives on the ground, but we are very committed and we are devoted to what we're doing. We try to make sure that we do what we can do. Cases we know that is beyond us, we do our best to refer it as soon as possible. And the midwives are working round the clock every day, making sure that they are able to put their patient priority before their own. The patient comes first. So we make sure, and the leadership we have there, we work as a team. The teamwork is there. I think it was all down to the teamwork. We are able to achieve what we achieved so far.
Okay, so aside from that, Fatu, what other thing are you doing differently that, you know, other health centers or facilities are not doing in the country to for you to really have that mind? Because for me, it's really surprising, Balde, to see that a minor health center doing so much. So I'm wondering what you guys are doing differently, because this platform does not only serve as an educative one, but an enlightenment one where people can get to learn from, you know, one another. So what's the secret really, aside from the teamwork, which I think is very important, you know, people to come together, they will achieve a lot of success rather than, you know, everybody just working alone. So what's the secret really?
Okay, aside from the teamwork, which is a very vital part of a health facility or an institution in general, everything starts at the antenatal clinic. We have antenatal clinic from Monday to Saturday, different from other facilities. Okay. So that means it's only on Sunday that we don't have antenatal clinic for these mothers and the infants. So throughout those days, it operates from 8 and not up to 2 o'clock. It depends on the people coming. So the more people we have, the more we sit and work. And before everything starts, we start in front of them, give them health talk, you know. We try to explain to them danger signs of pregnancy, what to do to prevent all those things, the foods that you should eat to prevent anemia. We know anemia can kill very fast, okay? Reporting early to the facility when we are in labor, what to look out for. All those things can prevent all those danger signs which can lead to maternal mortality. So those, that's one of the basic things that we are doing. And then when they come for delivery, just like my boss said, we make sure that we give them the priority that they need. We do monitoring. Every 30 minutes, we have to monitor the fetal heart rate of that mother, and other vital signs are taken. You understand? Yeah. So close monitoring of your patient will help you to detect danger signs easily or early. So that monitoring can help in, you know, early referral. If you detect that a woman is having complications, you can detect it early and refer to the next level to prevent anything that can cause maternal death.
Yeah, I think Sarakunda Minor Health Center, I mean, you know, when you look at the work they are doing, I mean, I have sisters who were born there. I mean, even one of my kids passed through there. So I think they are doing a wonderful job. But despite all the success, you must have challenges. I mean, take us through that.
Yes. One of our biggest challenge was with the accessibility of the facility. But thank God now it's thing of the past because of the new law that was put down, they was clearing it. We used to find it very difficult where we have patients we need to refer to the highest level. It was a big challenge. And like any other country, you have challenges when you come to other things. Like right now, we don't have our own ambulance, but Kanifi General Hospital are assisting us. So anytime we need referral, we have to call them for them to bring it. And the minister is also aware, and they are doing everything within their power to make sure that we have working in hand in glove with Riders for Health. And they make us understand that we are going to have our own ambulance. So we hope that we have it as soon as possible. Because making that call also usually cause some delay.
Yeah, sometimes it's inconvenient. Imagine calling for an ambulance.
Yes.
It's inconvenient.
But
we still appreciate their efforts as far as they're sending us an ambulance.
Yes.
Yeah.
We used to have one, but it's not in a good condition. That is why they have to take it from us, and we rely on Carnegie General Hospital.
Well, I mean, finally, what do you have for your staff, for the people, I mean, for the ladies that you people deal with? I mean, sometimes it's very difficult, I mean, to deal with especially pregnant women. You know, we know how when you women are, I mean, in that state, how difficult it is to deal with you. So, what do you have to tell them?
Yes, what we have is just that I just want the staff to know that we have set the standard and we have set the bar very high. So all eyes are going to be on us, henceforth. So we need to work really, very hard to make sure that we maintain the standard that we have set for ourselves. And for the women, we are encouraging them. We are encouraging the men, especially in Africa here. We think when it comes to pregnancy, it's only the women's job. No. It's both man and women who are responsible through delivery. So we are encouraging them to also make sure that they encourage their partners, try to assist the woman. The woman carry the pregnancy, but we need to encourage them because pregnancy is such a way that the woman is not her normal self. It's two in one. So sometimes her behavior in such a way might want to discourage you, but she needs your support. She needs your encouragement in order to boost her morale so that she'll be able to give back to a healthy child that you, the father, you will be proud of. So we want all men to be able to encourage their wife from conception or to delivery. It's very, very important. Because I have witnessed all my children being born where I was there. And when you see it, you appreciate your wife more. Yeah. You appreciate her. You know what she goes through. Labor is not a small thing. It's like all the 203 bones in your body is being broken. So we really need to appreciate our wife and our women that is coming in labor.
True. I was there as well. When my wife was delivering my last child. I mean, I was at Bundung Maternal Health Clinic, and I didn't see that coming. I would have been part of the thing. I mean, but since then, I think if you are there, you would be able to respect what a woman is, I mean, which is very significant. So thank you very much, David Junior Day and Fatou Jaju for coming on the program. And we wish you the best of luck. You know, keep serving the community. And
last year I was there, and this year hopefully I'll be there also, and I'll be happy to know that still we don't record any maternal deaths.
Thank you very much.
So thank you very much for coming, and viewers, we will take a short break. After the break, the program will continue. We'll be back.
Step into the Espas Motors showroom for your luxurious name brand vehicle. Located along the Bertil Harding Highway, Espas Motors is the Gambia's authorized dealer for Chery, Kia, Ford, and now we bring you the new Peugeot model 3008 SUV. 18-inch alloy wheels, 216 inches high ground clearance, keyless entry system, start and stop button, rear parking assistance system with reverse camera, adaptive cruise control with speed limit, LED daytime running lights, front and side airbags, 8-inch HD touchscreen. Not to forget our exquisite Peugeot Landtrek double cabin pickup with 2.1-liter diesel engine, 6-speed manual transmission 4x4, hill descent control, LED daytime running lights. Espas Motors, the authorized dealer for Peugeot. Visit us today or call us on 35-2222 or 353-4444.
Looking for the perfect place to promote your product or place your advert? Look no further than QTV. We are the premier destination for businesses looking to connect with Gambian audiences and beyond. At QTV, we offer a variety of advertising solutions to suit your needs and budget. With our diverse range of programming, you can be sure that your ad will reach a broad and engaged audience. From our popular news broadcast to our exciting music and entertainment programming, QTV has something for everyone. QTV, the premier destination for advertising in the Gambia. Contact us today and let us help you reach your audience. Do your banking the smart way with the new Ajib Bank mobile app. Transfer money to any bank account in the Gambia. Top up airtime for all networks. Pay utility bills. Check your account balance and view mini statements. Request for ATM cards. Request for checkbooks and more in a single touch. So, do your banking in a smart way. Do your banking now with Ajib Bank mobile app. Every time is banking time. Ajib Bank, your investment partner.
We're back, and this is QTV this morning. Now let's shift our attention to the recently concluded Deaf Arts and Culture Miss Pageant. And if you can remember, we invited them a few weeks ago, and they were preparing to, stage this pageant. And Adama Kamara, was on this platform. And now she's here as a winner. Absolutely. As well.
And she told us that she was going to win.
She promised us she's going to win. And, we are happy that, she won. Now, let's engage Adama. Adama, welcome to QTV this morning. When you were coming, you were just a contestant. And now, you are the Miss. How do you feel?
Good morning, viewers. Thank you very much. Balde, I am Adama Jame, and I feel very much happy. I feel very much excited because this is the first time Gambia is hosting an event like this. Initially, I was not thinking to win. I was thinking maybe my fellow members will win, but I feel very much happy after crowning the winner.
Yeah. All right, Jules.
So, Adama, you did promise us that you're going to do your best. You did also mention that earlier it was the first time you're contesting. And now you emerge as the best catwalk Miss Deaf in the Gambia here, and the competition that you're supposed to go. Obviously, you'll be part of that competition. So what are some of the preparations that you're doing, and what was the learning point for you as far as this competition was concerned?
Thank you very much. My learning point is I need to adjust on my catwalks. In the Gambia, I emerged the winner. So in the global stage, I'm going to meet people that have been competing in this area for years. So the other thing is I also learned that we need to work on our outfits. The one that we have is Gambian level, so the one that we're going to have also is going to be the same Gambian level because we're going to showcase, we will be showcasing our talent. And as I said, I have a trainer that is also training me on how to do catwalks and how to become perfect in it. So, and also the area that I am going to talk about when I go, I'm going to talk about discrimination of persons with disabilities in societies, in public places. This is something that I am still working on and I'm still learning to improve myself on.
So,
right now, we are preparing and we have some little support because we definitely want 4 people to go to Tanzania, 4 deaf people. The winner of the Mr. and the winner of the Mr.'s Me, and the first runner and the second runner boy, the first runner girl also. So these are people that we definitely want to take along. We 4 in number. We're planning to take along 2 women and 2 guys. That is the winner and the first runner in both areas, plus 1 interpreter to Tanzania. But if interpreter cannot go, that's fine. But at least 4 people can go. This is what we are hoping for.
So during this particular competition, how was the support? Because you were here and you were saying that you were expecting a lot of support as far as this is concerned, because this is the first time in the history of the Gambia. How was it really in terms of support, especially government, stakeholders and the private sector?
We received support from few private individuals. We would like to thank someone that supported us around traffic lights, a businessman, that gave us some little cash, but that was very much helpful. But we did not receive anything from government, even though we wrote letters to them. Someone supported with $25,000. He said he's not going to be part of it. He'll be traveling, but he will want to support us with this thing. So that was very much helpful. And from the event that we organized, we tried to sell tickets, and we were able to generate about $26,000 only.
Yeah. All right. What about the an association for the disabled in the Gambia? Have you reached out to them?
Yes, we've reached out to some of them, but we had seen only 2 people with disabilities that are not deaf. That is Charles de Gaulle Gomez and Abdurrahim King. I think you must have known him. So these are the 2 individuals from the people with disability fraternities that attended the program. They came to support. They bought ticket, and they were with us till close to midnight.
Tell her, you know, we are guilty. I mean. For not coming and supporting, you know, not coming and buy tickets, I mean, to support. Absolutely. I mean, we should have been there, but we are guilty, you know.
It is true that you were not there, and but you gave us platform to have this thing, these programs here. So that is welcoming. We also had GRTS attended the program too. They were with us till around 11 p.m. We have a lot of deaf people from the community that attended the program. So I think close to 200 people came, and most of those people are deaf people.
Yes.
That attended the program.
I mean, what are we doing to include? You know, let it be decentralized, maybe those around the provinces, Basse, and you know, they should be part of this, because we have deaf people there as well.
This is a very good question. In fact, this is what we're dreaming at. We want to do this. The reason why we could not do that this time is due to funding issue. Because we need to transport them, we need to accommodate them. Not all of them had family members here. So this is very important, because we're all equal. We're all human beings, and we're all members of the deaf community, of the deaf fraternity. So, but funding is always our challenge and has been our challenge all the time. So this is the reason why. But we are definitely aiming towards that. Personally, I believe that not only deaf people in the urban area can do things better. So even deaf people in the province also can also do. They can showcase their arts. They can showcase their talents too. Yeah. So we wrote letters to NCAC and the Ministry of Tourism and Culture. We hope they will support, but we haven't received anything from them yet. We had conduct a series of follow-ups, but still we haven't received anything. But next year, we hope that we will be doing it openly, and we will decentralize things and make sure deaf people from across the country will come and participate. Everything is in the hands of God, and we believe that God will be with us in this
Tell her
endeavor.
we are surprised this is the first time this is happening in the Gambia. But other countries have been doing this, and they are doing it big. It's been happening, and it's big in other countries.
Yes. This is true. Zimbabwe has been doing it for years, and according to them, they used to receive a lot of government support. Even when we told them that we had this thing here, but we don't have government support yet, they were surprised. And South Africans do it. Many countries do it, but they said you're preparing this thing to represent the Gambia, to raise the Gambian flag in there. So I think governments will definitely support you.
Speaking of support, I'm wondering if already they have support for their air tickets and all of that in Tanzania, because on the 19th is just around the corner. Yeah.
We didn't buy our tickets yet, surprisingly, but we have one lady in US that promised to support, I think, part of the budget that was presented to her. So this is something that we're hopeful, and our fingers are crossed.
So when is the event in Tanzania?
It's starting on the 19th of November to the 30th of November.
This is already here.
And it means we have to be there before the 19th. So it's from the 19th to the 30th.
I hope she's going to make us proud in Tanzania.
Yes. Yes, hopefully. I expect to bring something, and I will be raising the Gambian flag there. And I will be proud of holding the flag. And this is something that my partners from Tanzania, my friends from other parts of Africa are encouraging us to come, because other countries have been going. Even Sierra Leone has been going, but Gambia has never had opportunity. So they're all saying, we hope Gambia will come this time.
Okay, I think that would be very interesting. So we are calling on all the authorities, those that are responsible, the National Center for Arts and Culture, Ministry of Tourism, even Gambia Tourism Board. We are calling all the private organizations, NGOs, to support deaf arts and culture. I mean, if you pass through us, then we will give you the contacts, and you would be able to support them. They are on their way to Tanzania.
On the 19th, which is just around the corner.
It's around the corner. They need to buy tickets. They need to, get pocket money. They need to accommodation. They need to get outfits. So let's support them. Other countries are doing it. Why not we do it for our people? And the deaf, are part of the society.
Absolutely.
Whatever we do, we have to consider them as well, because we have, they are part of the society.
Absolutely.
So we should not let them out, children.
Yeah, that's very true. I mean, Glorious Njai have been representing the Gambia, and she's been doing quite well for as far as this beauty pageant is concerned. So we have seen these deaf people also coming on board, saying that they want to represent the Gambia. I think it's really, people should give them the chance, the opportunity to do so, but also we should support them. They are part of the society, they are Gambians, and they are patriotic citizens. For the fact that they want to raise the flag of the Gambia higher to the international stage, really, for me, I felt bad for the fact that they have not been receiving the support that they deserve. I thought that because this is the first time, they would have received a lot of support, not just the government, but also the private sector and the Gambian people as well. But let's be hopeful that the government will step up and then help them with their air tickets and accommodation and all that.
Yes, Lamin, I want you to tell her she is a national icon. I mean, she is a celebrity. I mean, tell her she is beautiful.
And we are proud of her.
She is beautiful. We are proud of her.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
We are planning. I think Glorious Njai is not in town. Or if she returns, we'd like to have our two miss, Glorious Njai and herself. Then we can bring them on TV and show the whole world that we have people that are representing the Gambia. You know, so we are proud of Al-Amin. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, and you're welcome.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes. So, viewers, this is all we have for you today. Julde, you have anything to advertise?
Yes.
Njai Chara Wall Market is back again.
So, Momo Jatsi outfit bin Njai Chara Wall Market. He's located at Sarakunda, around Mox. So buge contact Njai Chara. Munga ko contact 5910-785, 5910-785. Munge jai lu neka dala, munge jai yere goor jigen hale, munge jai legi funsa mobile funsa mun ko jaay so mu ngi dooleel jigéen ñi in any way they can so num ko defee moo nekk ne jigéen ñi dañoo dem foofu noonu mu jox leen bagage ba pare gaa ñu jaay ñu génne seen profit mu jox leen seen xaalis so fon naa loolu neex na be dee so let's support our women ñu dooleel leen te Njie Chara mu ngi def loolu so moom moo jaar si outfit bi tey moom ak tiimam bi Omar Omar am na jabar suma xarit bi am na jabar man ko wish waaw takana man ko wish mu am jaama yàlla barkel seen sëy bi mu may leen njaboot bu am barke ak Jaara ñoom Awa maa ngi nuyu gaa yëpp gaa tiimam bi yëpp Bamba ñoom yëpp de amazing people su ma fa demee daal dama dee feel at home.
Wow. Thank you very much. This is all we have. Enjoy the rest of our programs. Have a wonderful day.